Hello everybody and welcome to Dover for the second race of the 2003 NR2003 season Winston Cup Series playoffs. As we already get underway here from Dover, Ryan Newman, your regular season champion, on the pole alongside Tony Stewart as we get ready to get underway here at Dover. After Jimmy Johnson won our last race in New Hampshire, we are green and underway from the Dover International Speedway. In the second race of the round of 16, could someone clinch their way to the round of 12 today? We will find out. Newman, Stewart leading off into turn 1. We get a quick screenshot of the thumbnail down the backstretch. There's some contact, and around goes Jeff Gordon. He's around. Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon go crashing. Rusty Wallace, Billy Dale Jarrett is involved. Mark Martin, Jeff Burton. There's a huge crash erupting behind us. The big one on lap 1 here in Dover. A disastrous crash. Jeff Gordon goes crashing. Jimmy Johnson, your most recent race winner around. Rusty Wallace, Bill Elliott destroyed. Sterling Marlin in it. You saw Dale Jarrett, big damage. Mark Martin, Jeff Burton, Todd Bodine involved. Kenny Wallace was around at the bottom of the racetrack. Cars going everywhere. Steve Park in it. Bobby Labonte involved. Jason Leffler, John Andretti, Kurt Busch, Tony Raines, Derek Cope. I mean, so many cars involved in the big one here at Dover, which strikes on only the first lap of racing. I mean, this is from 4th and 5th. They were battling for position, and Jeff Gordon just gets turned around, and all of a sudden, his championship hopes of advancing to the round of 12 are significantly less than they were entering today. He came in plus 30, so he can't afford to have one bad race like this, but he cannot afford to have a bad run at Talladega, or else his championship hopes will be over in the first round for the second straight season. Jeff Gordon trying to make it through here this round of 16, but a terrible crash here at Dover is going to cost him. Of course, Jimmy Johnson will not go 2 in a row. I mean, he didn't get much damage, so Jimmy might be okay, but Sterling Marlin's ruined. Jeff Burton, Dale Jarrett has a lot of damage. Kurt Busch is there. Bobby Labonte, Steve Park comes upside down. Kenny Wallace gets hit by Schrader. He gets spun around. Dale Jr. sneaks by this at the very back of the field. Very fortunate, keeping his hopes alive. But yeah, Kenny Wallace involved. He can't afford that. He's only a few points above the playoff cut line at the moment. But Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace will DNF from this crash. Their day's done here in Dover, and Jeff Gordon's championship hopes severely wounded from this big crash on lap 1 at Dover that he could not afford to have. Multiple other playoff contenders involved in this track, including Kurt Busch, Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin, and Kenny Wallace. Everyone else racing down the front straight. Back at the front, Ryan Newman is leading over Jeremy Mayfield. And on the last lap of stage 1 is now Jeremy Mayfield, who is taking the lead away from Ryan Newman. Mayfield leads Newman second. They're lapping Dale Jarrett, Ward Burton. So Dale Jarrett, one of our playoff contenders, you know, he made the championship 4 last season. He's now gone 1 lap down here in Dover, and he's struggling to try to find his way in the points position. Looks like Jeremy Mayfield's going to steal stage 1 here from the playoff contenders, but he's got a very fast car early in this race. As back to the start-finish line, Jeremy Mayfield gets his 3rd stage win of the year here in Dover. Ryan Newman is 2nd, and then it'll be Stewart 3rd, Harvick 4th. 5th will be Ricky Rudd getting some crucial points. Biffle comes home in 6th. Then it'll be McMurray, Kenseth, Johnson, and Benson in the top 10 as Jeremy Mayfield wins stage 1 at Dover. Now we get back underway on lap number 54 in stage 2. Bobby Labonte, Steve Park, Derek Cope trying to stay on the lead lap, blocking Mayfield, your leader. Newman 2nd, Stewart 3rd, and Harvick in 4th, and Biffle in 5th. As you get underway here in this stage, of course, Newman trying to advance to the round of 12. He's a regular season champion, had a strong run in Chicago. At New Hampshire. Once again, running strong here in Dover. Tony Stewart having a good run. Harvick continuing to be very consistent. Greg Biffle, Ricky Rudd, 2 guys both 19 below the cut line. They need a good run. They're having it right now. They are working that inside lane. Here comes Biffle and Rudd. They're already battling up for 3rd. That's Biffle right now going by Tony Stewart for 3rd. Now underneath Newman for 2nd. Greg Biffle on the charge on that inside lane. He's working it. The 16, the rookie, trying to get his 2nd career win and advance to the round of 12 after being below the cut line coming in. This could be a huge moment for Biffle. He's now going for the lead on the inside of Jeremy Mayfield. Here goes Greg Biffle for the lead, and he will take the lead away from Mayfield. Biffle, P1. Here in Dover. Mayfield saying, oh, there's trouble, just Jeff Green and Tony Stewart into the wall. Harvick also involved. But Jeff Green and Tony Stewart, 2 of your championship contenders, go crashing into the outside wall, and a costly mistake for both, especially Jeff Green. He cannot afford to crash. He's right in that playoff bubble battle. And Stewart, I mean, he only comes in plus 8. He can't afford a problem either, but Tony Stewart involved. So on the outside wall here, Kevin Harvick gets a little bit of damage, but the 29, I believe, should be okay with the front end, but he gets hit in the back end by Todd Bodine right there. That's some significant damage. It'll affect the aerodynamics of both machines there. Harvick might not be as fast as he was, and Of course, here you see Tony Stewart got hooked by Dave Blaney to Jeff Green in the 20 and the 30, go crashing into the outside wall. Worst possible case scenario is lose all their track position here. Luckily, there's still a long way to go in stage 2, so they can recover that track position back. Oh, Bill Elliott into the wall. He saves it. Oh, my goodness. He almost got dumped by Kevin Harvick. But back at the front, your new race leader is Greg Biffle at Dover. And now on the last lap of stage 2, it is now Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the lead, trying to get a stage win here, which would be huge. 10 stage points, 1 playoff point. He's already got a lot of points after being second in stage 1, stage 2, and the race last time out in New Hampshire, as he's going to clinch his spot in the round of 12 on points today by just doing so good here. Looking at a stage win. Mayfield second, Newman third. These three all tightly knit together as back to the start-finish line. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will win stage 2 here at Dover, followed by Mayfield in second, Newman in third. Fourth is going to be Biffle, and then in 5th place will be Dave Blaney, then Robbie Gordon, McMurray, Jimmy Johnson, Ricky Rudd, Terry Labonte, the top 10, as Junior will win stage 2. Now back underway in the final stage, just 30 laps to go here at Dover. Jeremy Mayfield now back in the lead. Ryan Newman is second, McMurray third, Robbie Gordon fourth, and that is Jason Leffler in 5th at the moment. It's now Mayfield and Newman 3 wide for the lead, going by the lap car. Sterling Marlin gets squeezed back there to the outside wall, and he gets turned by Craven. Marlin goes around to the inside wall, and the caution will come out once again here in Dover. Marlin gets dumped by Ricky Craven coming out of turn 2, and back at the front, everyone's scattering, trying to merge back on the racetrack without slamming into each other. That's only got more problems. We got cars crashing. That's Schrader, Jeff Green, Bobby Labonte, and Ward Burton who have crashed. That's 2 championship contenders in Labonte and Green. They were 4 wide trying to get back in the lead lap, and how did Ryan Newman get through that? Oh my goodness. Keep your foot in it. Ryan Newman saves his playoff hopes by diving low when the 4 lap cars in front of him all crash, and he goes flying by. The void sent into them. Newman escapes, whereas Jeff Green and Bobby Labonte go crashing, and their playoff hopes will most likely be in jeopardy after this race. They might be below the cut line. Bobby Labonte having a horrible start to the playoffs after coming in a 2-win season, top 10 in the point standings, a disastrous start to the playoffs. Now we're going to go on board with the 12 of Ryan Newman right now. That 12 car, I mean, how did he get through this? Watch this unbelievable record points for Ryan Newman. Watch this direct right in front of him. He keeps his foot in it, and Newman gets by unscathed. And Newman stays alive in his hopes to win this race and advance to the round of 12. Back here, a lot of guys trying to avoid. Luckily, they all do. But Ryan Newman, tremendous wreck avoidance as we get back underway now. Just 20 to go here in Dover. Newman leads Mayfield and McMurray, both looking for career best finishes of 2nd and 3rd today, as Newman tries to bring home the win in Dover, which would be his 3rd win of 2003 and his 7th career win, and only his first 2 Cup Series seasons, having a very, very strong start to that young man's career. Back here, 3 wide, Jimmy Spencer, Bill Elliott, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the middle, trying to fight his way forwards back into the top 5 to get some points and get his way in the round of 12 by advancing on points after 2 consecutive strong runs inside the top 10. Of course, was second in everything last week, got a stage win today. Now looking to finish off strong inside the top 10. Big stack up though. Dave Blaney and Bill Elliott in the 9s. He gets turned to the inside wall. Elliott gets taken out by Harvick, and Harvick is around as well. The 29 of Harvick collects damage late and costly to his hopes, but he should still be okay. He's ran well enough. Now we move on to just 2 laps to go here in Dover. It is Ryan Newman leading. Jeremy Mayfield trying to chase him down for the lead and for the win, but it looks like Ryan Newman might secure his spot in the round of 12 today with a big victory here in Dover. Coming to take the white flag this time. Final laps. We're at Credit One Bank here at Dover. White flag in the air for Ryan Newman, the Rocket Man, trying to bring home career win number 7 and win number 3 here in 2003, which will get him on the next round of the playoffs, where he continue his quest to try to get his first championship in his 2nd season of Cup Series competition. As Mayfield closing in late, but Mayfield's going to run out of time. As back to the line, Ryan Newman wins at Dover. He will fight in the round of 12. Mayfield is 2nd, McMurray 3rd, career best for both of them. Dale Jr. another strong top 5 and 4th. Jimmy Johnson comes home 5th. Then it'll be Terry Labonte, Tony Stewart, Matt Kenseth, Johnny Benson, and Jason Leffler with the career best 10th place finish. Run down your top 10 today in Dover as Ryan Newman wins and locks himself into the round of 12 in the Winston Cup Series playoffs here at Dover. You see the race results on the left side of your screen, and we'll see the updated playoff grid with the implications from today's race at Dover momentarily. Finally, to the playoff grid, Ryan Newman, of course, clinches his spot in the next round with the big win here in Dover. Dale Jr. has locked himself into the round of 12 on points, going to his best track at Talladega, so good times for Dale. Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte, Jeff Gordon, and Mark Martin currently sit pretty comfortable above the cut line, all more than 25 to the good. Just don't crash out at Talladega, and they should be okay. Kenny Wallace, plus 14 above the cut line. He might continue his Cinderella story in the next round, as he's really good on super speedways. Robbie Gordon, plus 11 to the cut line. He still has to fight it out at Talladega, as is Dale Jarrett at only plus 9. Kurt Busch sits at plus 4. Ricky Rudd plus 2 above Greg Biffle at the cut line. And both Biffle and Jeff Green only out by 2 points. Then Bobby Labonte out by 3. And Michael Waltrip, he didn't qualify for the race, out by 21. So until the next episode at Talladega, I hope you all have a good one.